Can you turn on the headset a little bit? Joe, can you turn on the headset?
Turn on the headset?
No, turn it down.
Okay.
No, the headset volume.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest on this. I'm just not remembering this. Headphones right here. There we go. Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Good.
Oh, that's one. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station. 1320 AM WARA and online, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. And I apologize for my phone going off. There I am telling these guys what we need to do, and I'm not even ready. If you want to call in, 508-222-1320. We are very happy to have the 3 captains of the Bridgewater Random Hockey team. You have Shane Breslin, Dean Mason, and John Pierce. Did I say that right? Justin Pierce. I gave you a new name for tax purposes.
It's all right.
That's all right. Guys, thanks for coming in.
No problem.
For having us.
Glad to be here.
Justin, you can bring it up if you want to, that mic. You know, do you want the smaller chair? Because you look like you're like real bigger than me right now.
It's fine.
You all right?
I don't mind being big.
So, you guys, Justin, you're the junior.
I am.
And you two, and Shane and Dean are the seniors. Forward, defenseman.
Yes.
Do you two defensemen play on the same line
This year we will be.
this year?
Yeah. But
Right.
for the last 3 years we've been playing together, club and high school. So
Oh, who do you guys play club for?
right now Bandits, but we played Terriers before. Boston Junior Terriers.
Oh, out in the city?
That's out in Canton.
Oh, okay.
Canton, Rockland. They're out of.
See, as soon as you said Boston, Terriers, I'm thinking BU. You're out over it, up that way.
I wish.
I get a small mind. You ever on, right?
Yeah, no, we're doing all good right now, Don. We got Mike's one all the way through.
Yeah, we're
so
cool.
besides two.
Just this one. Excellent.
Two's off.
If you want to call in, 508-222-1320. So the other good news is we will be covering all their home games with Bridgewater Access TV via our YouTube page, so that'll be cool. You guys are looking forward to that, obviously, right? You saw some of the games you did before, so that's fun. I really get a little dramatic and into it a little bit too much sometimes, but hey, it's fun. So let's talk about the season coming up, and it doesn't matter who goes first because you guys have all the right answers. We'll talk about the schedule. So who are you guys looking to face this year? You have a rough idea who you're playing, right?
Yeah, we our first 3 games started off pretty tough. We're going up to St. Mary's first. We never got to play them last year. We got canceled twice because of snow. And then after St. Mary's, we go out to Hingham, play Hingham, and then our first home game is December 18th against Savarian. So
It's probably the biggest game of the year for us.
Is it that game right there?
Yep.
Yeah, do you guys have a rivalry with Savarian? Is that one?
No,
between those two?
we haven't played Savarian in like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
We never really play these top dog teams. Like we got our schedule this year is insane. Like out of like the whole state,
Yeah.
we're
Top 5 at least.
top 5
Dean, pull that mic
schedule.
closer to you. There you go. I want to make sure they can hear you.
I didn't realize Savarian was that good of a hockey program.
they always make it to the Super 8, that big tournament.
Yeah, I feel like whenever it's an all-boys school, they usually have a really strong sporting program,
Yeah,
at least
yeah.
one section. Makes a lot of sense, though.
Yep.
So you guys not have this type of schedule last year and the years before that?
Last year we had a pretty tough schedule. It's when we got our new
games we had.
Yeah.
We only got to play 9 games last
9
year.
games.
Yeah, what do you guys go, 5-3 and 3 or something like that?
Yeah, 3-3-2 was it? Or
3-3-3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So 3 ties?
Yeah.
That makes sense. And I was trying to think. A lot of games got canceled last year, right? Was that because
Yeah.
of COVID or is that more of
It was
snow?
we got
reasons?
shut down for 2 weeks. Snow canceled like three of them, and then other teams had COVID outbreaks too, so we didn't get to play them.
Yeah, no, last season was kind of just a wash for every sport, and that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like, it was just done because of COVID. Everything will get canceled or postponed.
Yeah, we're hoping that's not going to happen this year.
Nah, this year seems way easier. Throughout the fall season, like football and all those, almost no games got canceled from COVID. It was a nice thing to see.
Yeah.
So is there a certain team you guys are looking forward to playing on that
Say-
schedule for you? Justin, let's start with you.
I say Zavarian.
Zavarian?
Game, yeah. All the alumni will be there because the alumni game is right before the Zavarian game. So
Oh, it's that night? I didn't
Yeah.
know. Oh, okay.
It's the first home game in 2
Yeah.
years that people can come to.
Yeah.
I'm sure the
it should
place
be
is
a
going to be pretty
good
packed.
atmosphere.
Yeah, it should be. I would think so. What about you, Dean? You same thing with you. Do you have a certain certain team
I
you
like
want to play?
Zavarian, but I also like Falmouth. That's probably one of our biggest rivals. And
The
playing
Clippers,
that- Yeah.
and that's
So
away
Barnstable,
too.
too. We play Barnstable in a tournament at Bridgewater.
Oh, that's coming up.
Christmas.
Yeah.
We've always had bloodbaths with Barnstable. Like the teacher was telling me that there was a big fight in the parking lots like 10, 15 years ago and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. That's
Yeah.
funny.
I didn't think Barnstable would be one of your guys' rivals.
Oh,
That makes
yeah.
like,
They used to
Like
be
a
in
big
our
one.
league. That's why.
Hey, Loose.
oh, they get moved out.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but we used to play them all the time. I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, it's just died down a little bit now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this is a four-team thing, right?
Yeah,
You
just
got-
a little tournament.
Yeah, you get you, Barnstable. Who else is in it?
I think it's
Archie's.
Archie's and Newton South, maybe.
Oh, those are two pretty decent
Yeah.
squads.
Yeah.
Last year we played Archie's twice, so
One of them.
Those
we
were
only
good
had
games.
A quarter of our team.
Really?
So we did a little Thanksgiving week skills right before tryouts to get the season ready, get ready for the season, and the coach that coached it got COVID and quarantined like
Jesus,
what was it, like 10 kids,
10, 15
10,
kids.
15
Yeah.
kids.
that's a lot of tired kids.
Oh yeah, so they couldn't play for our first game.
So you guys are not playing. For people who don't know, they're not going to play in the Southeast Conference this year. It's more like this is more like an independent type deal.
Yeah,
I guess, right?
We dropped out of our league, so we're called an exclusion school now, so we can get 2 more games added to the schedule.
So you guys aren't in any league right now, then?
Nope.
Not this year.
Yeah, I
right?
did not realize that. Did not know you could even do that, honestly.
I don't know. You could do it either.
It's some rule with the MIAA.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it lets you add 2 more games to your schedule.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was that the reason you guys dropped out, you think? Or-
And our
our
league isn't that great.
Competition
wasn't
wasn't that great.
Yeah, hockey's not strong in the Southeast Conference, unfortunately. I mean, they all try, but
no, exactly. Some leagues are stronger than
yeah,
others.
exactly. And it would be BR and Dartmouth. And again, no disrespect to Dartmouth, they'd be like 4 or 5 games out of first place or something like that. But they're a scrappy little team, the Indians.
Yeah.
And Brockton and Durfee and New Bedford, 2 big schools, but they're not a hockey school. They're not a hockey high school.
No, that's one of the problems Fian faced this year. And they're in the CCL, so the Catholic Central League, and that's not really a strong conference. So they'd kind of be washing a lot of teams, but then they'd face someone outside the conference, just be a whole different game. They really did not prepare them at all for those type of games.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, so Justin, you're a junior and already a captain. Have you been on the
Yeah.
team since freshman year then?
I have, yeah.
Yeah? Have you been a starter since freshman year or no?
No, I've been playing like second line, third
Yeah.
line.
No,
Well,
the
that's
fact you're even
still
on the
pretty
team, yeah, it's on the
Yeah.
team at all since freshman year is insane. That's really good.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Yeah. Have you always been playing defense, or is it
Yeah, my whole life been playing D.
whole life?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Yeah, you guys too. You guys switch positions at all? Or have you always
I've been
forward
playing
defense?
defense
Yeah.
since little mites,
Yeah.
as long as I can remember.
That's funny. So we're doing good, right? You
Yeah, we
you
got
hold-
4 minutes and
you're holding
15
that?
seconds. Yeah.
Nice. All right. So for people who don't know, I'm gonna post this once we do the video. Once we edit the video side of the show. So they have a scrimmage on January 1st against East Bridgewater. We talked about that. It's more like a feel-out game for the younger kids that are trying to make the club. I'm sorry, December 1st. Did I say January? I meant December 1st. I'm sorry. January 4th, 1:30. They play Walpole. That's away over at Rodman Arena near Gillette Stadium. Then they have Then they run Bill Ricka at the New England Sports Arena, 1:40. That's actually the start of the season, right? Well, then again, Coach Scott said he might change it, but this is as of right now.
As of right now. Yeah.
All subject to change, folks. Let me see. So that's a couple of games. They got Bill Ricka. They got Kingfield. That's a scrimmage, 6:30. Time to be announced against St. Mary's and Lynn in Country Arena. How do you say that?
Connerty, I think.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Then they got Hingham, who's usually a pretty good team. Then they're back. Then they're home for the 18th and the 22nd. Severian and Milton. One's a 6:10 start. One's an 8:10 start at the BIA, the Bridgewater Ice Arena. Time to be determined on the 29th against Burlington in Burlington. Why can't they just give the time? You know what I mean? You got to know what your schedule, what your rink's doing. Unless the Zamboni breaks down, then you got to get a lot of shoveling, I guess. Then then starts the 27th, 29th. There's a Christmas Classic at the BIA at the Bridgewater Ice Arena at the end of the month, the 31st. Falmouth. Dean wants to play Falmouth really bad. And then the 5th they play Bishop Fian in Attleboro. Away at Hubbamock at Situate at 7:50. Pope Francis at the Olympia Stadium. King Philip is home at 4:10 on the 17th of January. The 19th, Dartmouth away in New Bedford. Home against Falmouth again at 1:50. So you're playing more than once. Yeah, this is definitely going to get changed. Well, you'll play them once, one home, one away. But that's just some of the schedule. All the schedules, most likely, according to what Shane was telling me, the schedule's all subject to change. But they're playing more of an independent type schedule, so they can play more of the elite teams. They'll probably get you guys in the Elite Eight if you guys compete.
If we can compete,
Yeah,
that
which you
would
probably
definitely
can.
put us there.
Yeah, I meant to ask, is that Christmas tournament going to be for seeding, or was that kind of for?
It's just we always do a tournament during Christmas break. We do like the Oyster Cup over at the Bog.
Yeah.
We always did that, but I think Scott changed that, and he's hosting a tournament.
Yeah.
The first annual BR Christmas Classic.
Okay, yeah, nice. So that doesn't have any effect on the actual rankings, though, right?
No, it shouldn't.
Okay, nice. Yeah, that makes sense. Then,
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
okay, now we still have 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Nice.
Now.
I completely trust you.
Yeah, okay, I'll be good. Okay. So you guys said the Zavarian matchup is going to be your home opener, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So then you said there was no fans at all for the last 2 years, basically, because of COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys feed off the energy of the fans a lot? You think that's going to be a big
yeah.
addition to have back?
That's
That
definitely.
gets us going.
Yeah, no, exactly. When there's like a rowdy crowd, I feel like that kind of brings the team a lot
Yeah.
more hyped up.
Yep.
Looking up in the stands
Absolutely.
and seeing like 50 people just going crazy,
Yeah.
going nuts for you.
That's what I was telling your mom when Red Nation's there. Because she was worried about filling the place.
Yeah.
And, BR is pretty well. Even in basketball, you see, well, you guys probably support the basketball,
Yeah.
right? It's a lot warmer,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Checking out the basketball games,
You're
right?
also sweating there too.
Oh, yeah,
Dripping
absolutely.
Sweat up in the
I'm usually up in the
section.
top balcony taping the games, but now I'm going to be freezing my butt off again after 2 years.
You
But
won't be sweating though.
Huh?
You won't be sweating.
No way. You kidding me? My feet. I'll be thawing my feet in the gym once we go to the first admission. So we're all right.
Yeah, we got 10 seconds left. Do you think we should go to commercial?
Yeah, let's go to commercial.
Okay, nice.
All right. So you are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station, 1320 AM WARA, and you can check the guys online via our Facebook link off our website. Again, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. We have the captains from the Bridgewater AM hockey team. We'll be back with them and more right after this. Playing in the flag
That's
football.
right, that's today.
Yeah.
Welcome back to 4D Sports Talk on WARA 1320 AM radio. Right now we have the Bridgewater Random Boys hockey team, including Dean Mason, Justin Peters, and Shane Breslin, all captains for this team. Missing today is Justin Ferreira, the sportsmaster, as well as Catherine Conley, a.k.a. KC. Both are going to be back hopefully next week, but we will see, and we will continue with the show now.
Yeah, she's, I think Catherine's at Gillette playing in the Super Bowl for her age group, so that's pretty flag football. And then poor Justin got COVID, so we probably won't see him for a couple weeks, I would think.
Oh, yeah.
But if you guys want to call in, 508-222-1320. We got the guys talking a little bit about the schedule.
And you got the paparazzi here, too.
And we have the Luis Cabral. Well, I figure they heard your name, you heard your voice, you just blend right in. Yeah, that's Luis Cabral. I've been putting up with her for a long time, folks.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry,
But-
folks. I'm in the midst of moving, so it's a little stressful. Oh, my God.
We're
You
happy
know-
you're here, Lucy.
What's that?
Happy you're here, Lucy. Not expecting you to
Yeah,
be
right.
in today.
So I want to ask you guys about work, and I one of the questions I gave Shane was work ethic. So let's talk about two different aspects. I can throw this at you guys, and everyone has their own opinion about how you know. Well, I'll start with Dean because Dean's looking right at me. No, I'm kidding. Your work ethic coming into the season that you wanted to work on before the season gets started. What did you want to work on? Well, I mean, skating, shooting, passing, more awareness.
I've never been the fastest out there,
Yeah.
which I'll admit, but I've done. Throughout the years, I've tried to work on it, but it's just something like these kids will blow by me.
Yeah. Is it more of a stride thing, you think?
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
Right. When I said speed, you just saw his face, guys. Looking at me like, how do you know I was that slow? But it is. It's more mechanics, right? It's how you stride to the puck,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Skating. But if you can't push off quick enough, so you got things more speed.
Yeah.
Now, what did you do in the off season as far as weights? Did you try to?
Did a bunch of team workouts up in the gym with the trainer at the rink. We still got a couple more left, I'm pretty sure. We went on some runs, just a bunch of team stuff, working out and everything.
Now, what about you personally? Try to get your speed up. What can you do? You can put like 5 pounds. I don't know if you can. So you guys know this better than I do because I haven't played hockey in a long time. Can you put like weights on your feet as you're going through practice?
They actually have stuff that like weighted weights that you strap on your skates.
They're like
They
Velcroed
say
on
it
and
helps.
stuff.
I've never personally done it. So.
Oh, okay. Because that can also mess up your mobility and because you're so used to skating.
Yeah.
I think it can. I don't know. I'm not a trainer. You start taking off the skates and your feet start to move faster. I don't know. Roll an ankle, catch a groove in the ice the wrong way. I don't know. That's what I see. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I get skates that can hold my body right now. What about you, Shane?
Same as Dean. Been running all the workouts all through the spring and summer and fall. We're gonna do a little combine going up into the season. So that week of tryouts, JV and varsity will be doing a combine up in the gym. So that will definitely get all the boys up in tip-top shape. But personally, my weakness is probably shooting. Shooting's always been tough for me. I've been getting better at it for the past 2 years. Just getting the quickest shot you can off the point with a forward coming at you, looking to kill you, going like 2 miles
right.
an hour.
Yeah.
It's just hard to get the shot off and get it on net. So I've been definitely working on that. I've seen some improvement on myself.
Oh, nice. But that's like on the go too, because you're trying to he's trying to. Let's say Dean's trying to kick it back to you, and you got him all squared in, and you're trying to get. It has to be there because you're either rolling to the puck, not rolling, but sliding to the puck, trying to get that shot off, or he might just hit you right at the top of the circle, and you could get one off.
Can't let him block it either because
Yeah.
it goes right off his shin pad that's out in the center ice for a breakaway.
Yep.
Can't get that shot blocked.
What about you, young man?
Strength.
Strength.
All my coaches have been telling me gotta get stronger since freshman year. So I've been hitting the weights all off season. It's a big part of the game, especially playing defense. I'm a smaller guy. Need to get stronger.
How much do you weigh?
About 140, 145.
I got some weight you can borrow if you will. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't want some, I got some. So is your eating habits? Is that
I
what?
eat fine. It's just don't really put on weight.
So you got an excellent metabolism,
Yeah, exactly.
right? How much have you gained since last year?
I'd definitely say probably about 10 pounds, maybe.
Something.
Yeah. Been
Go to Burger King a lot. Let me tell you, that works a lot. Burger King.
So
Peanut
that's
bread.
physically.
Yeah.
How about mentally? How do you prepare yourself?
Mentally, you're at the rink 6 times a day for 2 hours, and then you go home, take a quick shower, go to the pasta party, because you got that game the next day. So you're just out with the boys all winter long.
You're always busy. Like, I think on the schedule we only have 1 day off, but we'll still find something to do as a team.
Yeah, we'll probably go out pond skating or something.
Yeah,
That's
like-
something we always do.
There's never a day off during the season.
Yeah, the way you guys talk about it sounds like you spent a lot of time with the entire team. Does that help the
Yeah, that's
chemistry throughout the
great.
season?
Chemistry
great.
has a big part of the program for the last 3 years. When we made the tournament a couple of years ago, our old coach Dave Patrick, he brought up the term brotherhood, and he wrote it on Chinese in the locker room. And brotherhood's just been a big factor in the program for the past 3 years. So that's definitely helped us a lot.
No, for
Everybody's
sure. The way you guys
middle
have talked about it seems like your team's more of a family than just a community of people.
Oh yeah,
together.
definitely.
No, that's the best way to go about it for sure.
Yep.
That's really good.
Sounds like you have a bunch of support also, not only from parents, but students and the rest of the school and
Yep.
all the ADs and,
Oh, yeah,
and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
The students already talking. They want to be at every single game.
Nice.
That's
There you
going to be
go.
pretty cool.
Hopefully they all come through.
Now, did they change the arena around? Did they add any? Well, you really can't add more stands, right? You can't do that because behind you, if anyone remembers how the rinks laid out, you just have that one row of stands to your right. Then you can go across the back to the other arena, right? Then you just have the 2 benches, and then the gate all the way to the back to
Pretty
Zamboni.
tight in there from what I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, and they didn't open the
Oh, my
press box.
goodness.
Did they open up the gym for you guys at all?
Yeah.
A little bit, because remember it was that one. It was like a big rectangle.
That's we've been using that gym since the spring.
Have you? But did they open it up a little bit, give you guys more room? Because it was like a long rectangle, almost like the half the length of the ice.
Yeah, it's still that long.
It's still,
rectangle,
yeah,
but it's fine. If you
Yeah.
get like 10, 15 guys in there,
yeah.
it's not a problem.
Oh, there you go. That's cool.
Oh yeah, I meant to ask. Going back to the physical aspects, is it mostly just lower body for hockey, or you guys practice upper body too?
No,
when
you need
lift?
upper body because you're out there hitting kids twice the size of you. I like to go out there and just pick the biggest guy and just drop him.
Yeah.
So
His mother told
I
me that too.
Really?
I swear to God.
I definitely need that upper body strength.
Yeah, that's where a lot of kids mess up. They'll just be doing squats and everything
Yeah.
like that and forget about bench press and all the upper body aspects. That's
Yeah.
good for sure.
Now, Luce talked about the mental game. What about you guys? How do you, like you, Shane, mentioned about how it can be? What's your opinion on the mental game?
I think, like, as soon as you show up to the rink for the game, you just got to be ready. Like, you just got to be focused on
Yeah,
the
like
game.
in a whole different mindset.
Can't be thinking about anything
Yeah.
else because it's a long season. You're there 6 days a week at the rink, and it gets long, especially like a month into the season. You're like, oh, I got practice, but you just got to go out there and just be ready.
How many guys did we lose last year?
9 seniors, I think.
9 seniors.
Yeah.
Any
That was
goaltenders?
probably like the best
Yeah,
class of seniors. in a
Starting
while.
goalie,
Really?
Yeah.
So they didn't play in the summer league.
no.
No.
Yeah, because they were obviously gone. So, we're looking for 9 bodies.
Yeah.
Any transplants from other high schools that you guys know of?
From other high schools. No.
Oh,
Or
wow.
From JV.
Yeah, we got some guys coming up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some guys that will come up and
They'll fill the spots.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, Justin, you're saying you've been on the team since freshman year. Do you guys have any freshmen on varsity right now?
we might have 1 or 2.
Yeah, has tryouts not happened yet?
Tryouts are the
well,
Monday after
We've been
Thanksgiving.
doing
Okay, yeah.
captain's practice since school started, and there's a couple young kids that we like.
Yeah, been
that-
standing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we think they have a chance of making the team.
Oh, nice. Yeah, for sure. No, yeah, I knew you guys were already on the team because you were captains. I was not sure how the tryout schedule worked yet. That makes sense, though. That's after
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So do you guys have, like, an outline of the team so far yet, though? Like, do you have a general assumption of who's going to be on it and who's not going to be on it?
It's hard to tell. Definitely hard to tell because once tryouts come, like everyone's working 100%. Everyone's competing for that
Yeah.
spot. We got 3 spots open for forwards. So, and we got probably got like 15 to 20 forwards in the whole program. and they're all competing for those spots. And you also want to compete for the lines you're on,
Yeah.
first, second, fourth, and third and fourth, and you want to compete for that also. So it's definitely competitive, which makes it fun.
Yeah.
Definitely makes it fun, and it makes you work harder as well.
Yeah,
So,
competitiveness is needed for sure. It really
Yeah.
does light a fire under you, so you to start working a lot harder.
Yep.
Do you say 3 to 2 spots open for wings, and then
Yeah, we got
Or forwards, I
three
mean?
three forward spots open, two.
Probably about that.
3
Yeah.
forwards for like 15 to 20 kids, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're missing like a line and a half,
Yeah.
right?
damn.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, it's a lot of space.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
Wow, someone's doing double shifts. Wow. Hope you
So
win.
basically, all three of you are the captains,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to be picking and choosing along with coach,
Yeah.
right?
Right. How does that work? Does
Assembling
it
the
take-
team?
We get to suggest, but he'll make the final
Right.
roster.
We get to go into his office and say, hey, this guy's looking good. This
Yeah.
guy's not looking
That's what
too
we've been
good.
doing since captain's practice has started.
Yeah, the only thing that stinks about that is he might be good. He might be looking good, on the captain's practice because he's relaxed.
Yeah.
Right.
But as soon as the skip comes out to practice and he has his coaches and the eyes are on him,
It's
he
not
might.
even practice, it's the games, too.
Yeah,
I remember
exactly.
I remember my first varsity game. I was, oof.
You're in-
The nerves are going through the roof.
All right. So how do you, so that leads to my next question. So how do you teach that? How do you
You just
push on to the younger kids? Hey, this is what I used to do. This is what I think you should do. But there's a certain way you do it, and what's your you should probably have your own individual approach.
Yeah, it's really individual when it comes to that. Just
Yeah.
we'll be on the guys, like, have confidence. You wouldn't be playing if we didn't think you were good enough.
Right, right.
But I mean, one of our coach's biggest thing is confidence.
Yeah.
He wants us to have confidence, because when you have confidence, you're gonna be making plays. You'll be able to rush the puck. You won't rely on everybody, because sometimes you won't have an open guy to pass it to.
Right. Because the worst thing you can do is sit still at hockey and
Yeah.
wait for
Or
the think the puck's coming to you.
Some kids might just get nervous and throw it away,
Yep.
and that's something that we've worked on as a team, I think.
Yeah, like
Oh, at captain's
we can only
practice?
say so much to them. Like at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's on them. I remember my first game, like my adrenaline was like through the roof. Like, I just want to get out there.
So you guys are big in a Red Bull, I get, right?
Oh, but not too good on my heart.
Yeah, I can imagine. Right.
Not in the diet.
Yeah, okay, now looks like it's about time for the next break. You want to take us out of this?
Sure. You're listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station, 1320 AM. Excuse me, WARA, and online. Just hit our Facebook link, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. Luce Cabral, I'm Dominic Damiano. Joe Dez, we'll be back with more right after this.
Yeah, what's up with the Hilltoppers anyway?
They're not a hockey program.
More football.
More baseball and basketball.
Baseball, basketball? Not really
We're going back in,
football?
though.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to 40 Sports Talk, WARA 1320 AM radio. Right now we have the Bridgewater Raynham boys hockey team with us. That includes Dean Mason, Justin Peters, and Shane Breslin as the captains of this team. We are back now.
Absolutely. You can call in now that we're back at 508-222-1320. So Shane bailed me out like he did before, like he's done since I first started talking to guys. So this is the schedule from the summer program. They started up at Archbishop Williams, lost to Archie's 4-1, Pope Francis. So they're really a legit team, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
They just had a kid that played on his team. He played against us. He's now on Team USA.
Jesus.
What?
So,
Right. And then
Played against you guys last year?
yeah.
Yeah, in that summer
insane.
league.
Dang. Yeah.
So kind of like
They actually won the national championship for high school.
no way. Are you serious?
Dang. Yeah, the kid's on the Team USA. I believe that for sure. That's insane.
Wow. And then you guys, then they tied Archie's on the 11th of January. Don't get a Falmouth school. You guys remember that game on the 16th, do you?
We won. It was,
Yeah, it's like
And then the Fian.
it was like 7-2. Fian, we tied.
All right, so they beat the Clippers, tied Fian. Then you guys, how about Stang? Stang sometimes has it.
Oh, we didn't get to play them.
Oh, that's because of COVID, right?
That's where our
Yep.
season ended, around there.
What about
Oh.
Pope
After
Francis? Do you remember playing them?
Only played them.
We only played
once.
them once.
Yeah, that
Our
was
season
Our
ended,
season
right after
ended
the
after,
Bishop Fian game.
yeah.
because you beat up on Dartmouth, which we kind of talked about. Tied Braintree. Did you play the Hilltoppers?
Durfee?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. That's why I ain't gonna say nothing because I still.
What do you mean? What happened?
They're just a young. They're just
Double digits.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not. They're not. They're not. They're more of a. They're always
Okay, got it.
basketball, and
I don't know.
baseball.
Our football team beat them up pretty bad,
That's
too.
Really?
That's why I said
You
basketball
know,
and
we're in a
baseball.
brand new school over there.
Yeah.
Can I tell you? It is
Yeah,
huge.
they're more baseball, basketball.
What's that?
It's brand new there.
Yeah,
volleyball,
Durfee
I
High
think.
School. Ay, ay, ay. It's crazy.
But anyway, we love the Hilltoppers. Go Hilltoppers! So then then they played them. Then they played them again. See.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Then you got back at the Clippers, beat them 8-2, and finished the season with a tie with the Fian 2-2. So let's look at this. I mean, you probably could have beat the Womps, right? Do you remember that game, Braintree?
Yeah.
We should have beat them.
Right? Just saying. I'm not just saying that because you're in the chair. Archie's is usually a decent program.
I think,
The
I mean,
first
we were like,
game, it was a little rough since we had like probably 5 freshmen. We,
5 freshmen?
We had to drop
that's the
5
game
freshmen.
where all of our kids are in quarantine.
They must have skated
Oh.
by. They might have skated by them like they were practice cones.
That's a
With
game we
short
would have
little
won
legs.
if we had our whole team ready. We would have won that game.
Right. But that's not. I mean, that's not a bad.
And the one that we tied,
Yeah.
they scored it with like what? They tied it up with 30 seconds left,
yeah.
something like that.
I remember that. The kid shot it right through my legs.
Oh,
Yikes.
that
But
happens.
it does happen. Yeah, but Archie usually is a pretty decent team. Fian is usually good in a lot of sports. They're usually not bad. They're usually competitive in all the sports they play with the Fian.
They were a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Shane, after you say you shot through your legs, I can see a little bit of pause in your face. You looking for a revenge
This season, I'm looking for a little revenge.
Yeah, no, I can see how much you want that game.
Well, his mom says he spends a lot of time in the box. So, just saying. That's what I was told. That's a rumor mill I was
not
told
this
by.
year.
Not this year? No. You're going to show some restraint?
Yeah.
You realize once a fighter, always a fighter, right?
Oh, I know.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. So the camaraderie's been good so far, hanging out with the other guys?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
Are there any kids that stand out most to you?
In what
Or
type
to
of
all three
way?
of you? Anyway,
You mean like ability and stuff to make
Sure.
the team?
sure. Even a rah-rah guy, you know?
Yeah, we're still trying to find a locker room guy to
Yeah.
make us laugh.
Yeah.
But we'll find
He's out
someone.
there. You'll
Yeah.
find it.
We haven't really. We couldn't really get the bond like outside of the rink last year because of COVID. We only had like one pasta party, and that was
Oh
it.
my
Like,
goodness.
the pasta parties and team dinners definitely like bring the team closer together.
Yeah.
And make it so it's a
Yeah.
family.
So how often do you have them? Like
Every-
every week, every
every-
other day?
Before the
Before
day
every
before
game.
a game.
Wow,
So if
that's
we
a lot of
play on
pasta.
Wednesdays a lot.
Yeah.
We'll have a pasta party almost every Tuesday.
Wow.
Oh,
that's
wow,
awesome.
that's flying by.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the time you digest your food, you're going to get ready for the game.
Yeah.
Do you guys still crack the tunes in the locker room?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh,
remember
yeah?
that.
You'll hear
Big
it.
on-
All right, you'll hear
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
what are some of the tunes that they pump
rock
yourselves
and
up?
Little AC/DC.
Yeah.
Little
Right.
Motley Crue
Yeah.
action. Yeah.
Yeah, all the old stuff.
Yeah.
I've heard it before.
Old stuff.
Yeah.
It's a little mix of the old stuff and new stuff, though.
Yeah?
It's definitely 50-50.
All right. It's been a couple of years, but that's what I remember. I just remember putting my gear equipment and I hear the walls back in black and the thing's shaking. I'm like, what the, I said, that's like the rudest goddamn thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh, that's the hockey team. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we definitely get it bumping in there for warm-ups.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Scott Harlow, the head coach.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the first time you met him, got drafted by Montreal, right? Played for the Blues, right? Boston College, Boston College standout.
Yep.
Now he is a scout for the Edmonton Oilers,
Yep.
and he's in the second year, right? He had one full year before COVID, right?
As a scout,
As a coach.
as a coach.
He came last year.
Last
but,
year was his first year.
Oh, last
The
year wasn't-
COVID year was.
Okay. Who took his place between when Dave Patrick stepped away and he came in? Was there another coach in there? No.
No.
I'm getting.
He got
I'm,
handed to Scott like a month after Dave left.
yeah.
So,
And Dave's still a teacher at the school.
he's
Yep.
my teacher.
So let's talk about his approach and what he has instilled in you so far this year.
He's trying to grow the program. That's his number one thing.
Completely change it.
Yeah, and
We wouldn't be playing any of the teams we're playing this year if he didn't make our schedule as hard as it is.
Yeah. But personally, how has he instilled into you guys individually?
I go into his office like 2-3 times a week and just chat
Yeah,
with him
he's like our
hour.
friend.
He's
Nice.
not a coach. He's definitely one of our friends, and we
Yeah.
can just talk to him like he's our friend. We don't have to talk to him like he's our
But,
coach.
but once we get on the bench,
Yeah.
he
It's a
makes
different story,
he
isn't
makes
it?
sure that it's not like that anymore. So
Right. And he reminds you that, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. And you guys are mature enough to understand that. I think that's one of the hardest thing in any type of, when you transition from a middle school to a high school to a college, is that maturity to understand I can still joke around, I can still play the game I love, but there's a time and a place
Yeah,
where I have to put on my work hat and turn the switch and get ready to play. Do you guys believe that's what hurts some of these other teams that you play against? They're not in that mindset? And that, like as far as wins and losses, has an effect on wins and losses. You know what I mean?
In the past years, yes. but
This
with
year,
the teams that we're
yeah.
playing there this year, none of them are really like that.
No.
We're playing all of the top teams, so
Yeah.
their mindsets are all already they are. So
What do you think, Justin? Do you agree?
I agree, yeah.
Yeah.
The teams that we played in my freshman year,
Yeah.
it was a little different. But now, I mean, the top teams, we're just trying to prove it that we're one of them. Like, we can play with them. We can keep up.
Them.
Yep. Because you guys are basically playing everybody. Well, not every, but most of the teams besides Severian and the other Catholic schools that you played in the summer league, right?
yeah.
So you've seen them, but they're in probably the same spot you guys are. You lose 9 seniors. Now they get to hope that these other guys have the maturity factor to step up and play the game, even though they can play. They don't get intimidated with tryouts and game situations and stuff like that. And that's kind of tough because that puts a lot more pressure on you guys to do double duty if they don't step up. You know what I mean? If you're so used to just covering your area, next thing you know, you're not only you back checking, now you have 3 defensemen trying to get the puck out because they're pressuring you instead of having, you know what I mean, instead of communicating, and that can hurt you too. Especially when you get your centerman hanging at the blue line, he's not helping out on defense, and you know what I mean. Silly stuff like that. I mean, that's a small problem you could have, but you could fall into that problem if they're not ready to go. You know, what's the biggest problem that you guys do see with the younger players that don't catch on?
Too quiet.
too quiet. What about play, though? What about play on the ice?
I think a lot of them, instead of taking the second to pick their heads up and look for a play, they just throw it.
Give it away.
Yeah.
What
Throw it up the boards,
hockey is.
just throw it dump it into the zone. They don't realize how much time they really have to make a play.
Right.
And you can take a hit to make the play. That's
Yeah.
Scott's big thing. Take a hit. And
Don't
make
play
a play.
soft.
Yeah.
Even if you're taking a hit and you're dumping the puck in, the puck still goes in. We're out on a forecheck, and Scott loves his forechecking.
Yeah. It's part of the
From
game.
the rat.
It's part of the game.
That's another thing Scott has. He's definitely incorporated a lot more plays and a lot more
System.
Yes, systems. He's big on systems. So this year we're gonna do a lot of in the conference room watching play-by-play, inspecting this, inspecting that, looking at where we are on the ice, positioning. So Scott's really big on all the technical stuff of the game.
That's good.
Homework. That's a lot of homework.
Yeah, a lot of homework.
I'm sure
That's
we'll
good,
be
though.
getting a packet soon.
Oh,
Play
can't wait for
plays.
that.
Oh, yeah. Did he give you any last year?
Not really.
No.
I'm sure it's
He
coming.
said it's coming this year. He was nice last year. That's what he said. So
That's what he said. He was nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
we're ready for it, though.
There you go.
Hopefully the other 9 guys that are coming on the team are going to be ready for it. Oh, boy.
It's called confidence, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. They know that. Oh, yeah. You just hope they're ready to play, like you guys talked about. Hopefully these other 9 guys want to earn their job, and but then it comes with repetition. If you understand the game, I think that, if once you have an idea and you watch the senior guys do it, nothing's changed. I mean, depending on where the puck is and what you're trying to set up, hockey's hockey, I don't know. That's my stupid opinion.
Yeah, you were talking earlier about this a little bit too fast paced for the younger grades right now. They just need to slow down the game. Do you think that's going to come over time, or is it something they just need to kind of realize?
It definitely comes over time.
Yeah.
Your first game, if you're on varsity, you're a freshman, you're a sophomore, you're like, how are these guys skating so long?
Yeah.
Because that was my first thought. I looked at these kids like huffing and puffing when they're off the bench. They're like, like, get water, and they're ready to go.
Oh, my goodness.
I was like, how are these kids doing that?
Yeah.
And definitely it comes over time. Stamina is a big thing in high school hockey. You're going out there for 45 seconds as hard as you can, just working hard at every single thing you do. So definitely comes over the years.
No, exactly. As they get more repetitions, and it's just going to
Yeah,
get easier and
exactly.
easier. Then, Justin, I meant to ask you, since you're a junior who's already a captain, is that something that usually goes on with the team, or are you kind of in like a special position being that early?
I feel like there's always a junior as a captain, just so
Yeah.
next year when the seniors graduate, it's not like a whole entire new system and stuff. There's always that one guy who'll keep the same system going.
No, that's a really smart way to do it. I've never really seen that before. It kind
Right.
of keeps it so that when they graduate, it's just not everyone's gone with no
Yeah.
leadership. That makes
Yeah.
way more sense, honestly.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, then we're about ready for the next break if you want to take it on that, Dom.
I sure I will. So as long as I don't stutter like I've been stuttering all. You are listening. If you want to call back at 508-222-1320, Luis Cabral, Dominic Damiano, Joe Dez. Justin Ferreira has COVID, so he'll be out for a couple weeks. Catherine Conley is in the Super Bowl, flag football Super Bowl over at Gillette Stadium. We have the privilege of having the captains from Bridgewater Raynham Hockey. Again, if you want to call back, 508-222-1320. And we come back, and we'll be back right after this.
Nice.
Welcome back to 40s Sports Talk on WARA 1320 AM radio. We are with the captains of the Bridgewater Random Boys hockey team, which will be Dean Mason, Justin Peters, and Shane Breslin. Out right now are Justin Ferreira as well as KC. Justin has a little bit of COVID, and KC is at flag football tournament right now at Gillette Stadium.
All right, guys, welcome back. If you want to call in, 508-222-1320 as the music dies down. We're not going to do scores today. We're going to eventually give a roundup on the MIAA tournament. So I have to take some Tylenol, make sure I don't lose my marbles. I hate the way they do the brackets. And
Yeah.
Joe got a little piece of me getting upset.
Oh,
But
boy.
Lucy's really seen me get upset on how they.
Oh boy.
Like 1 year before we get into my first question, like when they had the old OCL, Old Colony League, they had Dartmouth, you guys, Barnstable, and Dartmouth would always drop down 2 divisions to play in the tournament.
Really?
Oh yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, how the heck are they pulling that off? You know what I mean? Like Barnstable would stay in Division One. They'd go down and play like the Cohassets and the East Bridgewaters and the middle boroughs.
Canton is one of the best hockey teams in the state, and they play D2.
Yeah.
They win the state tournament every year.
Yeah, and they're right where they need to be.
Yep.
Like you guys, a good program. The Bulldogs. And we actually had them when I was in the Taunton Station. The first year they won the state tournament.
Mm-hmm. Had him in studio.
Yeah. But let's go over the roster. So let's talk about some of the guys that we know are on the team. And I know they're all big, tough guys on their phones right now. It's on the Texas, no one to call. But, I'll say it to their
give
face.
us a call, guys.
Yeah, well, I'll say it to them. I'll say it to them in practice when I see them at practice. They can't notice me, right?
They'll remember you.
Yeah, right. So let's go over that roster. But seriously, let's give them a couple shout-outs. So who are the guys that we know?
Got the goalie, Richie Popson.
Yep.
He's going to be a big helper this year.
Who else we got?
PJ.
Justin's laughing too much. He doesn't want to say any names.
No.
He's worried about these guys like crank calling, like doing
We
the dial
can't take
crank.
these guys serious.
Something to laugh about in the locker room. See that?
Sam's probably with his girlfriend right now, so he's not even going to watch.
Oh, yeah. Little TMI on that one.
What's Sam's position?
Yeah.
He's a defense. Yeah, he's a
Defense.
defenseman.
Sophomore, senior, junior?
Junior.
Cool. Who else we got? Justin, help us out over there.
We got
Nudie.
Jake Newton,
Yep, Jake.
What position does he play?
He's a forward.
Forward, what year?
senior.
Nice.
He's got some nice hair.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Nice hockey hair.
Yeah. Oh, he has hockey
Hockey
hair?
hair.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Kind of like Dean. That's hockey hair.
Oh, it's longer than mine.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, way longer.
It's probably like here. It's nice.
Oh, like Ric Flair?
Oh, yeah.
No kidding. Who else we got off the top of your mind?
Dolan.
Mikey Dolan.
Mike
Big
Dolan.
defenseman for us, yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to have a huge year.
Is he?
Who else?
What year is Mike?
Senior.
Senior? How big is he as far
He's
as
probably
weight?
my size.
Probably 5'11", almost 6 foot.
Yeah.
Almost 6 foot, so he's a good sized defenseman.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, is Dolan a bit bulky, or is he kind of on like the skinnier side?
He's right in the middle.
Yeah.
You know?
He's strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the big thing I realized for hockey is sometimes, like, even if they're bulkier, it doesn't really help too much because you have to, like, look at the angles right.
Oh, yeah.
and
It's
everything.
all hitting is. People think it's all about strength, but you still got to take the right angle on the guy.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
No, exactly. It's just funny seeing, like, a 140-pound kid just knock over way bigger kids on the ice.
It's him right
So
there.
Justin does
Can do that sometimes.
All right, who else we have?
We got a good sophomore core.
Yep.
That were on freshmen. They were on varsity last year.
Are they worth mentioning? Did they send us any hate texts?
Sean Nassif, Jack Dion, Anthony Musari,
Nice.
Bobby Quill.
Bobby Quill.
How many sophomores?
There was
Those
5
f-
on the team last year, I believe.
So they probably have a legit shot making the team.
Oh, yeah.
So there's 1 line back. Now we're up to almost 3 lines.
Yep.
We're just looking for that 4th line.
Yeah.
So we got to see who steps up for it, though.
Is that besides? First of all, did we mention everybody? All the skater cats that wanted to send Texas and not call in? No, I'm only kidding.
That was most
that,
of them.
that was most of them.
A little more.
You know, I forgot to mention. Does Coach Hollow have any other assistant coaches we want to mention?
Yep, we got Matty Turner. He's He's been. What year did he graduate? I don't know.
He's a BR alum.
Both assistant coaches are alumni, and we just picked.
Oh,
up
did Matty coach with Patrick?
Yeah,
I remember
Matt
him.
and Anthony Hardy.
Yeah, I remember those two guys. Yeah.
And then we just picked up a new coach to help out on JV, Gino Sergio. He's the school resource officer at the high school.
Yep.
So
He'll save us from getting in trouble.
He's on the bail.
Those wild pasta nights, huh?
No, I'm talking about trouble at school.
Oh.
At least that's what I was thinking. Yeah, maybe wild pasta nights too. Well, that's cool. So we get 4 coaches.
Yep.
And the athletic trainer, who's probably one of the best trainers in the state.
Scott also wants to get a like a little scout, so he's gonna go out and scout other teams that we're gonna play later in the season. That's what.
Oh, nice. So he ain't waiting
Yeah.
for huddle. He wants it like yesterday.
Yeah.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's cool because usually people just use huddle and you hope they put it on the.
Yeah. No, he wants a guy there at the games.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, now he doesn't have to rely on the other team. That's way better.
Yep.
But who's he going to get to do that? A freshman or is it one of the
No,
JV guys?
Scott will find someone.
Yeah.
That's why he's a coach.
Well, it's also his arena now.
There you
He
go,
owns the
right?
right? The Bridgewater Ice Arena is his,
Yeah,
right?
We worked there too. A group of us worked there, 4 of us.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a pretty good connection. The guy who runs the high school team, the head coach, owns the arena, and he has his own AAU program,
Bandits.
the Bandits, the Boston Bandits. That's pretty cool.
He has his own dynasty going on.
Yeah, right.
All the way from elementary school up to high school.
Right.
Just through him now.
Right. I mean, that years ago, BI used to not hate, but they weren't. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this. They used to dislike the idea of Coyle Cassidy High School because all the.
yeah.
All right, so you probably heard
Before
that.
the school shut down, that was
Yeah.
BR's biggest rival.
Oh yeah, because they used to have a
I know
legit
that.
hockey program, but some of the kids were from BR, and from you know what I mean. A lot of the good players were from BR, so that was probably a big rivalry. I actually covered that last
They
game.
all knew each other too.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone knew each
wow.
other on the teams.
I'm trying to remember the coach over there at.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
Did
So
Coyle actually have a good hockey team? I did not know that.
Coyle.
Yeah.
Coyle used to have a very good hockey team. Oh yeah, and the guy I forget his name. He owns Walker Insurance in Taunton. I forget his son took over the team and became the head coach. I forget his name. It's terrible.
Borges,
Thank you.
Daryl Borges.
Yep, Daryl Borges. And I mean, just like the other kid I just mentioned, a B, I totally butchered. I missed a letter. What was it? D, right? I said it's a P. Jope.
Oh yeah, Joe.
Yeah. So I tell you, getting old stinks. It really does. But he was a good coach. He took it over from his dad, and they used to take the guys out of Bridgewater Raynham.
He's at Stonehill now.
He's at
Coaching
Stonehill?
Stonehill.
Really?
The Bridgewater.
Yeah, now they're back at the Bridgewater rink. So
Oh, funny how that goes, huh?
Yep.
So, and what about college? Have you guys? I think Joe mentioned something
Yeah.
about college. Are you guys? Well, you got one. Well, you could still be getting looked at. I mean, you're still a junior. You still can get looked at from college. Are you guys looking or pursuing anything like that?
I've applied to all the colleges. I'm interested for academics.
Yep.
For hockey, Scott's. That's another thing Scott wants to bring to the program is help getting you to that next level.
Yep.
So he's given us the opportunity. He's always asking me, Dean, some of the guys that are interested in playing in college and after school, that what do you want to do? Because
he can help us.
He can help us. We have
Scott knows
great.
everybody.
Wow.
the Bandits program has the USPHL. They have 2 teams there, so we can. That's where we can start our journey to college.
Oh, so you'd go in like the over
play
18.
like a year of juniors,
Like
a year
junior
or 2.
juniors, yeah.
And then once we're like 19, 20 years old, that's when we're starting to get looked at and play.
Nice. Yeah, it's like junior hockey or something like that, right?
Yep.
That's pretty cool though, because they play other teams from around the North America,
Yeah, definitely.
Canada. That's pretty cool.
Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, they travel. I know that, right?
Yeah, from everything I heard this interview, it sounds like Coach Harlow just really cares about you guys a lot. I feel like that
yeah.
must be bringing the team together a lot more to a whole new level. And when the coach is actually that involved in your
Yeah, it
class
helps.
like
Oh, yeah.
It helps.
Yeah,
Do
that
you
is
think
cool.
since he went through that process himself, going through like high school, winning All-American, then becoming a player in the NHL, kind of gives him like a deeper notion of what you guys are going through?
Yeah, definitely. he helps us a lot, and he's very concentrated on seeing if we can get to the next level, and he will bring us there if that's what we want to do.
Yeah. No, the fact that he's even reaching out to see what you want to do in the future past when you're on his team, that's just awesome.
No, yeah, he's an awesome guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's great to see.
All right, so again, before we wrap it up, we will be covering 4 Deep Sports Talk along with Bridgewater Access TV. We will be covering the BR home games. Probably a lot more than BTV's going to do, but I'm just picking on Jeff right now, but he's not here. Probably not listening. You can catch all our games, all the BR games, the home games on the YouTube channel. 10 minutes before the game starts. Hopefully we'll get an interview maybe with you guys before the game or Coach Harlow, and we'll hopefully try to do a 2-camera shoot. But with that being said, for Luis Cabral, Joe Dez, I'm Dominic Damiano. We hope you enjoyed this interview. And we had the privilege of having the Bridgewater Raynham captains in. We will catch you next time. Everyone have a fantastic weekend.
Thank you.
Wow,
that
great
was
job,
great. That was
guys.
great.
Great job. Have to get you back in.